Hey, what's up, guys? So this video is for the people who are first-time entrepreneurs. That you've been thinking about maybe starting a business, but you haven't really took that initial step. Now, I come from a background where I help innovators, small business entrepreneurs, investors bring their ideas to life. And I've dealt with a lot of different people, a lot of different industries. I have a very diversified portfolio. So the reason I'm making this video is because I want to share some free knowledge with you from my experience. If you know a little bit about me, wolfofdigitalofficial.com, you'll know that I love to teach. I love to help people. That's what brought me to where I am today, which is kind of my gratification is seeing people succeed from the stuff that I put in, from the energy. I have a technology company and I help people build their dreams, and I love it. So I wanted to make this video since I'm coming new onto YouTube, and I hope that these videos are beneficial to you. So being a new entrepreneur or thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that you need to understand before you even start. And the first thing is this: you have to first know yourself. You have to know who you are, what you believe. And when you're concrete on that, when you know that feeling of who you are and what you believe is true to you, then you don't need to go out there and entertain people, right? Because you're following and you're chasing and building your passion, right? So no matter what others say, it's all good because there's 7.8 billion people in the world, and you don't need that many. You just need 100 or 1,000 depending on what you're going to sell or produce. So it's not that hard if you think about it, and that's the thing. When they say the 1% versus the 99%, it's the people who crossed that line and said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go all the way, I'm going to figure it out. So the second thing I want to make sure that you guys understand is when you do start a business or when you do have the idea of starting something, you're going to fucking fail. Simple as that. You're going to fail. I failed multiple times. And part of the failing is actually your successes, because we learn from trial and error. So sometimes the ego gets the best of us, right? If you're thinking about being an entrepreneur or starting your own business, the hardest fight you're going to battle is with yourself, because your ego is going to keep beating on you saying, do it this way. Even though you know that you don't have the answer, you're still going to do it anyways. And that's going to be, one of the hardest pills to kind of digest, because either you're going to be a humble person and deal with life with humility, or you're going to be an egotistical person and someone's going to beat you down, your business is going to beat you down, your mindset's going to beat you up. So you got to make sure that when you go into this entrepreneur, this startup of a business, that you define that parameter where you're like, all right, my ego's here right now and it really needs to be down here. Because the quicker you can bring your ego down, the more you're going to be able to absorb. We have these naturally as human beings, we guard ourselves, right? We don't realize we do it because it's natural. It's called survival of the fittest, right? Darwin's theory, if you ever heard of Darwin. He built this theory around, by natural human instincts that, we are in survival mode 24/7, right? We'll do whatever it takes to survive. So if you can transfer that mindset and understand, like, you're going to survive and you need to adapt, not create borders and barriers and create your ego this high, like, I'm untouchable, I started a new business, I'm an entrepreneur, I know everything. You don't know shit. That's a fact. That's why you need a mentor, and that's what I did too. Having a mentor takes your learning from, like, spending this much time, money, and energy, and it cuts it like that. Save a lot of time, money, and energy. And your ego, you need to beat that shit out of that. Cut it out. It should not exist. And if that's the biggest challenge I'm telling you you're going to go through. Once you get rid of your ego, you're going to be able to absorb and adapt. And the quicker you can absorb to knowledge that you don't know and you adapt to it, not just adapt, but you start implementing what you learn, you're going to see progressive growth. Progressive growth is going to allow you to see more clearly in your vision and the direction of your life and what you want to do. And that comes from only you. So the more you spend time and being aware, and this is stuff that I teach, it's called self-mastery. The more aware you become of your surroundings, of yourself, of who you are, the more stronger, the more powerful, the more invincible you're going to be when it goes to the route of you building your business and your dreams and your vision. You know, not a lot of people cross that line, right? They get into it, but they get discouraged as well. So that's another thing. You're going to go through failures and discouragement. This is all part of the process to success. It's the formulation, it's the ingredients. If you never experience failure and you don't experience discouragement, you are not a human being, because we do not control certain chemical reactions that go on in our brain and our emotions. They just happen. It's part of the process. You're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel stress. And that's good. Obviously, you should not allow it to get so extreme, which you kind of lose yourself, right? So the best thing that you can do to alleviate from problems and stress and thinking so hard, go on a walk. Step away from shit. Leave your phone at home. Work out, exercise, spend time with good people, but have a balance, right? Balance is another thing that you need to remember. Having a balance and knowing that, you know, this is productive time and this is entertainment time, this is relaxing time. You got to measure yourself. I hope that the information I'm sharing with you really helps you kind of get the gist of, you know, starting or thinking about it. There's a lot of stuff that you got to take in, especially if you're new as an entrepreneur or starting a new business. But these are the core components. And if you can tell, you can't buy, rent, lease, or fake any of the stuff that I just shared with you. This is real like character traits that are already inside of you, but with the right mentor, that mentor can press the right buttons to help you, you know, lift those ups to next heights, next levels. That's going to allow you to become successful quicker. It's going to increase your confidence and your clarity on the direction that you want to take your life and your business and your successes. I hope this was, you know, stuff that you could actually absorb, adapt, and implement. I'll be making more videos. Leave some comments below if you have some questions. I'd love to answer them. And visit wolfofdigitalofficial.com. My 6 Rules to 6 Figures webinar, absolutely free. I invite you. Please join me. Thanks for watching.